Alors, nous allons accueillir maintenant de nouveaux orateurs pour aborder l'impact de l'euthanasie et du suicide assisté sur les pratiques des soignants. Donc, je vous invite effectivement à nous rejoindre. Merci beaucoup. Donc, Dr Catherine Dopchy, Dr Paul Livers, on a Jasmin Lemieux-Lefebvre et on a le Dr Johannes Hirsigler. Donc, pour introduire cette séquence, nous allons donner la parole à un médecin américain, le docteur Macaulay, qui n'est pas avec nous, vous vous en doutez. Il est ancien président de l'Association médicale de l'État de Washington aux États-Unis. L'État de Washington, comme l'a expliqué tout à l'heure Caroline, est le deuxième État américain après celui de l'Oregon à avoir légiféré en 2009 sur le suicide assisté prescrit par un médecin. Le docteur Macaulay va nous expliquer comment la pratique du suicide assisté a fait évoluer l'interprétation de la législation et l'impact que cela a eu sur la pratique médicale.
Bonjour, mesdames et messieurs. My name is Dr. Shane Macaulay. I'm a physician in Washington State in the U.S. and former president of the Washington State Medical Association. At the time of legalization, the promoters of suicide promised that vulnerable patients would be protected from abuse by a number of safeguards, including a 15-day waiting period to reconsider, limitation to people with less than 6 months to live, and mental health screening for depression or other mental illness that might be driving the request for suicide. In practice, mental health screening is almost never done, and patients who are so obviously suicidal that the police have had to protect them from themselves have still been given suicide drugs by their physicians. Also, there's no requirement for accurate medical confirmation that patients who qualify for assisted suicide are actually within 6 months of death. An oncologist in Oregon State was approached by a cancer patient who was told that she was going to die and therefore was qualified to receive assisted suicide. Instead, he cured her cancer and she is alive today, 22 years after being told that she had less than 6 months to live. Even these poor patient safeguards are now being removed from the law by suicide promoters who are eager to drive more patients to assisted suicide, continually pushing to expand the practice to more and more people, including people with common mental health challenges like depression, as we have seen in Canada and in the Netherlands. In a recent notorious case from Colorado, a psychiatrist facilitated the suicide of several of her women patients with anorexia. Many of the doctors who promote physician-assisted suicide have embraced the idea that terminating the lives of suffering people is not only a valid response, but may be the preferred response to suffering. Unfortunately, suicide promoters are assuming positions as heads of hospice and palliative care organizations in Washington, where their support of assisted suicide as the final solution threatens to undermine their commitment to full use of hospice and palliative care. This creates an inherent conflict of interest that may deny patients and families the benefits of hospice and palliative care, including the gift of time to spend with family and friends, to heal old wounds, to forgive and end estrangements, and to live and die with true human dignity. Physician-assisted suicide has degraded the medical profession and medical care for patients in Washington. I hope that you will not make the same mistake that we have in allowing this practice into your country. Merci.